Hi there. I did something really fun today. Forever and ever and ever, I have been making this appetizer called creamy artichoke prosciutto gratin, and it's a baked thing, and creamy. And anyway, I've described it in the video, so I'm not going to do that here. But so today I transformed it. Now, artichoke prosciutto gratin has now become cheesy artichoke and prosciutto puffs. So follow along, watch the video, get the recipe on the website, and here's another holiday appetizer coming at you. I'm going to start this appetizer with some puff pastry sheets that I'm going to cut into rounds. I roll this out to about 1/8 of an inch thickness to make it nice and even. And we're going to just, I don't have a biscuit cutter, but if you do, you'll be better off. So we're gonna make some rounds and then you're gonna see what's next. Okay, here we have our puff pastry rounds. It took me a minute to just go around the edges with a little knife so I could free them up. I do have another sheet to cut, but I wanted to show you these. And then we're gonna go to the next step. I came across this little muffin tin thing. It's a silicone, and I just had to have it. So anyway, my thoughts for these. Now, ordinarily when I make this appetizer, you take, it's an artichoke prosciutto gratin. And so you take artichoke hearts, wrap them up in prosciutto, layer them in a baking sheet, pour over them cream and blue cheese and Parmesan cheese and toasted pine nuts and bake them. And they were a very popular appetizer, but I always had to recommend that you served them with a loaf of crusty bread to sop up all the extra juices. And because of the supply chain shortage this year, I was not able to find heavy cream for, it's been about 3 weeks that I've been looking for it, and the store guys say that they can't get it. So we're gonna do this way, and it might be fun. We're gonna press our rounds into these muffin cups and just get them down in there, around the sides. Puff pastry dough is very easy to work with and nice and flexible, so this will work out very nicely. So we're gonna get these all done, and then, okay, our cups are filled. And the next thing we're gonna do, and like I said, this is an experiment, so bear with me. I cut my prosciutto into little thin strips, and my plan is to wrap them around the sides of these cups. And it looks like that's gonna work. So we're gonna continue on with these. So the little prosciutto is wrapped in there, and we're gonna continue on with these, and you see what comes next. Okay, they're looking good. This is a pretty ambitious project, so if you're not feeling ambitious, don't do this. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a little bit of blue cheese into the middle of these prosciuttos. And we're gonna keep going with that, and then we'll work on the next layer. Okay, the little blue cheese is in, and our next layer is some artichoke hearts. I'm afraid this might be a little big, so I brought over a little cutting board to see. These are quartered artichoke hearts, and I think they are gonna be big. We're gonna cut them in half and pop them in here. And then we're gonna go to the next layer. Okay, artichoke hearts are in. And I know that I was complaining that I couldn't find heavy cream, but yesterday I found some. And I think I'd like to put just a little drip, if I can get the darn thing open. Okay, so to better my aim, I put the cream in a measuring cup, and we're just gonna, uh-oh. I'm missing, and I'm making a mess. We'll get through it. Okay, problem solved. I just remembered that I have this in my medicine cabinet. A little syringe. And that way, we can aim it and shoot it. Back on there. Okay, that's done. Next layer. Okay, we are going to, we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of toasted pine nuts in each one. Like I say, this is really becoming an ambitious project. I hope it works out. So we're going to continue and with our toasted pine nuts. Okay, pine nuts are in. I really hope this puff pastry puffs out of these things and encloses all this stuff that we're putting on them. That's the plan. All right, we're going to finish these with some nice Parmesan cheese. That'll give it a nice crust. And we're going to just put it over top a little bit. This has been kind of fun. And I'm apprehensive about what they're going to look like when they're done. Okay, I have the oven preheated to 425 degrees because it is puff pastry and it has to be cooked on high heat. And there are our artichoke prosciutto blue cheese puffs. I'll have to work on what we're going to call these, but let's put them in. Let's see what happens. Our little bites are looking good, bubbly, cheesy, puff pastry, and they're popping right out. And there they are. Kind of delicious. And in just 1 second, we're going to plate these up and pretend that we're serving an appetizer at a dinner party. But the good thing about pretending is we get to eat them ourselves. Woo-hoo. You know, I forgot these cups are silicone. I could just get under here and pop them out. I think. Let's see how that goes. Yep. Pop. And ooh. Oop. The pine nuts don't want to stay on. This one's already been out. That one looks like a reindeer. Okay, popped. And we're going to move you out of the way and show you off. Okay, these are our artichoke prosciutto puffs, and that's what I'm going to call them. And I'm going to put the recipe on the website. And I want to thank you for joining me. And this would be appetizer, what, number 5? But we're going to keep going because New Year's, well, Christmas is almost still a week away, and New Year's is a week after that. So we can keep dishing out these beauties. But here's to you, here's to the holidays, and it's going to be a delicious one. And like I say, the best thing about pretending you have dinner guests is that you get to eat it all yourself. So this will be my dinner. See ya.